What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. I know I'm a few weeks behind, so we're doing a big video right now. We're doing week 5, 6, and 7 all right now. Yes, I did say 6, 7. I know. This week, or these weeks, we did some big improvements. We did the AI self-driving system. We have just a little model here labeled with 360 cam / heat sensor right here on top. You have camera / heat sensors here. You have AI detention board and data holder right here. More cameras and heat sensors all throughout here that's connected to that main board. Quick explanation of this. The AI self-driving system is the AI takes the inputs of the cameras and heat sensors and maps out its surroundings and knows the bot's radius, size, turn radius, and all of those radiuses, so it knows to make the most logical reason and to help it move the best through its scenario. We have the AI self-awareness system right here. The AI self-awareness system is another thing that just has everything labeled. The skip quick and simple. The AI awareness system is always running on the bot. It's mostly used during the operation self-driving, so the operator's moving it with the remote control automatically. It will just help with course correction. So say you didn't pay attention, you're about to hit through a rock, it'll help kind of course correct you and turn you back onto your mapped course. We go over here to page 2. We have a quick little camera module. This is like a rough sketch of one I had that I was going to make a prototype with and all that. I didn't do it. Just a little list of everything I would have to do if I wanted to get that to work. Down here, follow the arrow, you see like what the dashboard would kind of look like. You would have the map not mapped out, and then it would like have like all like the little extra data parts and all that. The AI, I'm just gonna explain the AI self system right now. The AI system explanation. So the AI is always running, but turns off if the bot turns on. AI driving and mapping, where the AI spells awareness of the surroundings. It takes all the data from the surroundings. It takes all the data from the camera's view, heat sensors with heat signals with heat sensors to make aware of its surroundings. Mapping made it to use, and heat sensors to label with no tracking objects. So all this, we're using the track so you can tell if it's a human or if it's just an animal. I was gonna finish. This is part 2, how the AI will work. The AI is taking the data and makes little course corrections to help the bot not hit anything, finding anything after it gets all the data it needs. It saves the data to the bot to a specific place that you were at. Map course, has it all mapped out so you can do another search again and get reports from it. After you do so many, it'll give you a report. You can see where each person was that you got from that location. It just works through there. This is our floater, transmitter, and locator. So I don't know if you guys remember from way back in the beginning when we first started this project that I designed this little floater. So right here we have our light indicator. This is 3D printed out of TPU, waterproof. It's a floater that will float on top of the water while the bot's moving. It has 4 different cables through here. It has a steel cable on the outer edges, so it's steel cable. And then right here we have data wire. These data wires are sending data through this little pipe or line right here, going to the bot, sending it to its transmitters and all that to send out so the water ain't interfering with our systems and all that, because if we do, it will interfere with all our systems. Right here we have little motors to help propel it through, because right here, this is also connected to a motor, so we'll just spin all our wires up on here like a coil, so it can move back down to the bot when it comes out of the water, and it has little motors to help kind of push it back out when it needs to go back out. I'll go back to the original design, I didn't do that much, but I'll go back to the original design to, like, show you guys. Here's, like, a better representation right here of, like, the whole bot. That's a dome now with, like, the little floaty. If I find where I designed the floaty at, sorry guys, I'm, like, kind of disorganized. I'm tired. I just had a whole tournament, I had to wrestle, whole thing, and then I'm recording this a day early. Phew. So here it is. You see we have our walls with TPU. We have our rod here. That's we have steel cable, data, motor. We have our line here, data in. Vice versa. We have our transmitter. We'd have our little LED light indicator here. All our other electronical devices that are sending data out through it. That's on top of the water. Sending it to our computer and taking the data that the computer's sending to the bot to listen from here. That's basically it, but I do have some stuff to show you guys on the computer, so I'll turn that on right now for you guys. So here we are. I'll start recording. So here's like a little script I wrote up in Python for this. It'd be from YOLO. Just I'd open my webcam, it'll start working. If it's true, it'll figure out if it's a human or if it's just a random thing in frame. It'll work through there, and we're also going to take another piece of our information that is going to be running through our AI system. Don't mind that I had to open a new tab, or open a tab, so I can show you guys this. If I switch over, you'll see a code that I'm gonna pop, or a sheet to kind of explain everything to you guys, so it's kind of a little easier and more kind of simplified. So I'm gonna switch this over right now. This up here. I know. Alright, I don't see it, so I'm just gonna replace it with this. And just replace. Okay. You're gonna see it's kind of small right now. Let me kind of blow that up for you guys. So you can see right here we have the system with the eyes plus heat sensors. It's a camera, normal camera, thermal cameras, heat sensors that running through. It detects person, uses thermal to model how it happens is the camera sees shapes, thermal confirms heat signatures, the AI fuses both. As a result, it's a person, it's a trash can. That it's a hot engine, but not a person. It's called central fusion. Locating system. It knows its size plus positioning. So what the robot would know when programming, it would have to know the width, length, the wheelbase, turning radius, and then I'll probably make my own box inside of it, so it can kind of tell where it is. And it would also need a MIU system, so it's a gyroscope plus a cell monitor, so it can tell. Wheel enclosures, so it can tell about that. GPS, if it's outdoors, and it will be, because it's used in and out. Also, we have the few things it would need to know: how fast it's moving, if it can fit through a gap, where it is, the planning system, and the logical reasoning. It becomes smarter as it uses. So, say you're using it, it uses an algorithm
that is going to be rolling through with your pre-planned map on the dashboard of the whole system, because this every little every website we make will be merged to one big dashboard for it. This is like, would be on there where you could plan it on the map, and then it sends it to the self-awareness system through our buoy. That works. It knows the map. It knows the map and all that. It will find the humans. In here, I know it says I typed it to say avoid humans at first, but it will find humans. It finds the most efficient route, the safest path, and the assist mode is when if you have your map, you have your course mapped on your dashboard, and then the robot knows what your course is supposed to be using a coordinate grid and coordinates using GPS and Google Maps and all that. With that, it say you take a wrong turn or you're veering off course, the AI will help nudge steer you back into your way to get through. It will limit the throttle, so you can't just speed off with it. The learning system keeps improving. It's reinforced learning. It learns on the go by data logging and retrieving. There are 2 safety ways: safe method with their record data that returns offline, then updates models. That's the way it most likely will work. The dangerous method is live self-modifying learning. I'm not going to probably do that. That's why I put not recommended in my document, because the safer method is the better way. When you turn it off and done, it will log in and update its model. And the system that this is kind of related to and works at with the moment with systems like this is like the Tesla AI self-driving, Boston Dynamics. Some of the robots use this right now, and it collects data and returns safely later. Detect any person or object, safe detection, deep learning, so it's going to take a while to learn that, so it will have to be trained. Thermal patterns, it'll learn like the thermal of a human that's underwater and learn the water temperature and all that in different parts, and then the movement paths of the currents and all that, and then it'll learn the height, the properties, and all that through the bot. So I think that is our whole mumbo jumbo. So I think I'm going to sign off here. I think I made a pretty good comeback for being off for 3 weeks and making it come back. So I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. This is going to be growing. Hope we'll grow pretty big soon. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.